Hello, welcome to my video on CBAP certification examination. I just completed my CBAP certification test last week and I thought of sharing my experience with all aspirants so that they also get a better insight of how does one feel during this examination. Well, first thing first, I had opted for a newly introduced online test due to COVID-19 scare everywhere. I opted for this method of examination. I have a decent broadband at home with 140 Mbps speed and a personal laptop and a silent room which will be locked from inside. Just exactly as per prerequisites mentioned in CBAP guidelines. Also, I removed all unwanted items from room like laptop bags, emptied my showcase shelf and bookshelf, etc. They just want a room with minimal items. I had a bed in my room which cannot be removed, but yeah. So I got ready and made myself available in the room with a bottle of water, which is allowed as per guidelines. I pinged, uh, I went through the link which is provided, the PSI link, and I pinged on the chat box and I was asked that I have to wait for the scheduled time and just 5 minutes before someone will contact me. So I kept the link open and I was waiting and my scheduled time was 1 p.m. So some 5 minutes before someone contacted me and I was given a link and I could see my proctor also writing to me and I was given a link to download the browser. Yes, this is the secured browser which CBAP would like to have our examination portal to be open on, and we have to close all other applications whatever we would have got on our laptop. And that download was quick and I was ready, and proctor shared some guidelines of the examination in the chat box, and I saw that my laptop camera is on now. System asked me to present my government ID with a valid date in front of camera. So I showed and I clicked, I took a picture of my ID, and then system asked me to, uh, uh, keep my face in front of the camera. Then again, it took a picture of that. And then in the third request, system asked me to slowly scan my room by rotating the camera in 360 degree. So it scanned through all the room, that whatever is kept inside, it made a video. And then uploaded everything after capturing that, and proctor asked me to scan my table. So I did that, and there was a white sheet and a pen which is allowed. It requested to show me that sheet also, so I showed that sheet in front of the camera. And then proctor asked me to keep your government ID away from yourself, and there was a calculator with me, scientific calculator. Proctor asked me to keep that calculator away as there will be an inbuilt calculator in the system. So I think this information will be helpful to you. There is an inbuilt calculator which is always available for all each 120 questions, whether you need or you don't need. Now I was told that I'm not supposed to murmur, nor cover my face, nor speak, not move away my face from camera. Exam starts around 15 minutes late from my scheduled time, that is around 1:15 p.m. But counter clock starts at 210 minutes, which is nothing but 3 hours and 30 minutes. I was calm and composed in spite of all these hassles before exam. It has been, quite long. I have appeared for any such examination. I got my first question as a case study involving financial calculations. Yes, I could see a calculator at top right corner of the application. I read the questions and now started seeing the case in detail. I again read the question and trying to locate the numbers which have been referred in that case study. My laptop screen size is a decent one, 17-inch personal computer. So, but I was struggling to read those numbers because there were so many information and I was finding it difficult though I have a normal sight. So this can be another input for you all. Be careful. So I bent little and to figure out what is that written. But in that moment, I got one warning message pop up that I have to face the camera. So I realized that yeah, might be I bent a little long, more, and so I was out of the sight of the proctor. Proctor was continuously monitoring me. Mind this. So I messaged in the chat box to Proctor, who is continuously monitoring me, to increase the font size if possible. But that person denied, telling that this is beyond the capability. I managed this somehow. I adjusted the screen to read. For the whole examination, I suffered with this. However, I answered my first question in 6 minutes. Yes, I took 6 minutes for answering the first question. Then I selected my first option and clicked on answer button, which is available there, red color answer button. And the moment I click, the next question is displayed to me and it's for the same case study. So it was again referring to the same case study. Again, some calculation and it was done and I clicked on answer button. I was not able to figure out how many questions are going to be there from this case study. All I could remember, there were many in range of 5 to 6 questions with each case study. I took some 30 minutes to answer first 6 questions. Yes, it took 30 minutes to answer first 6 questions. I was happy that they were involving calculations and you get if you are good at maths, you get some confidence that these 6 are right. I again got another case and this time I was seeing the time left to me. I tried to be faster. Just hold on. And I tried to be faster, but only to waste more time as it was again maths. This third case was also based on calculation and they were having some normal questions. I believe I must have got some 12 to 13 financial calculation questions and they all were in the beginning of the test. I did some 20 questions in 1 hour, which was like too much. You get around little less than 2 minutes per question to answer and I was getting slower. Now I perceive that if I have to plan my time well, yes, I'll have to change my strategy now. Without answering 80 questions, I'm not at all in this game. As my instructor had told, the instructor who came for my PDUs, he has told that you have to get around 80 questions right approximately to passing the CBAP. So I made use of calculator there and set a milestone in rough sheet what I had. After half time, how much minimum is to be achieved. So I got to know this is the number which I'll have to achieve when I cross the half time. I was lucky that these questions didn't require me to go and review till now. Else it was easy for me to change any answer. Yes, what if I want to change any answer? I didn't feel that whatever is done was done for me. I was quite confident that they should be right up to best of my knowledge. So there was no need to go and alter. Otherwise, CBAP allows you to go and change your answers what you have done for previous questions, any questions. So else it was easy for me to change any answer. And all the question numbers what I have answered, they all were appearing in the below ribbon, which was fixed numbers were shown like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 120. So whatever I had answered, they were getting in blue color and non-answered were in gray color. Now you can, if you click anything from the previous answered question, you can toggle with the options and it will work. And you can again click on the answer button. Now I was thinking if I go like this till end, only case studies, because I was thinking it will be mixed of questions. And I was worried that if I start getting case study in the last, how will I, take this examination further? Anyways, now case studies were related to various domains and case like transport, cargo, etc. domains. case, as you know that all case will be question. I could answer them as they were involving tasks or techniques. Yes, questions were related to various tasks or techniques mentioned in the CBAP. I found that most of the questions were from the CBAP only, apart from one or two which I couldn't figure out that they were related to which technique or what. But yeah, I was not there to solve all the questions. Anyways, questions were making me to reread the case, and this time again I bent to read some number and I got one warning again, and I was helpless. I needed water. I was sipping water, and now it was half time. 150 minutes, 105 minutes got over, and I had managed just 40 questions. Yes, 40 questions in 105 minutes. But it was motivating for me that I am inching towards 100. So I was having in mind that if I answer some 100 with some adjustment, right and wrongs, I have a chance to pass the examination. So this number will be a decent for me to pass. I got around 10 case studies if I recollect well. This now turn for scenario based questions. So now I started getting scenario based questions. I tell you, there were no direct questions. Some had two questions from a scenario, but yeah, we are mostly involving, they were mostly involving techniques and some common sense BA questions. So if you have been practicing BA, you will be able to, answer them with a flavor of, CBAP applied. So I started slogging like anything now. I was getting the feel that I may not pass, but let me give my best shot. And I saw a clock showing 90 minutes left and still have 70 questions to go. So I had covered 50 questions in 2 hours. Okay? 120 minutes, 50 questions. Now I started reading the scenarios fast and looking for suitable answer, and I was quick in answering them. I was so quick that I answered few of them in 20-30 seconds. Yes, I was so quick. I got all around this time, and as it was matter of do or die, and I did 40 questions in 60 minutes this time. I started getting some positive feeling from inside that now I can complete the test. If not pass or fail is different thing. I can complete the test. I had some 90 questions in 3 hours. Yes, I pumped up myself, and I went really faster in this half of examination. I made another strategy that now I will be covering most of them, but I may not complete 120 questions. So might be some 10 questions will be still left out for me. So what will I do? I will not leave anything blank. Rather, I will, just randomly mark, select some option and submit. So I was always re-strategizing myself during the examination so that I can give my best. So now I made I again went faster. I continued with my tempo, and luckily there was no case study during this half of examination. And just one more thing I want to tell you that it was almost taking system to respond back of, like, if I click on answer button, it takes around 2 seconds to respond back and throw the another question to you. So this way I grab few more, I kept my tempo, going. And yes, I told you about my that strategy that I will not leave anything, unanswered. And during this course, I remember very well that I couldn't understand 2-3 questions as I told you earlier, and I just marked something there. I don't need all of them right. I was worried that I may flunk in some case. Yeah, you may not get idea of this question pertains to which KA or technique which is asked to you. This relates to which KA, because there is no a definite marking between that this question belongs to strategy analysis, or this question belongs to your requirement analysis and design definitions. So they were free of a few overlapping areas, and those things are still unanswered, that this question belongs to which KA. Anyways, I was thinking that I can't dare to rewrite this test anytime soon because this was too much. I was able to answer them very fast and see that I reached my 120th question in 208th minute. Yes, I still have 2 minutes left. I just scan through if there is anything still pending, and I had the gut that I did my best. It was not that bad of examination from my side, not very good also. And then I clicked on the close examination button, and there was a circle which was rounding over there, and system was thinking as if there is some referee or some third umpire is thinking, and system prompt a message to me telling congratulations and happy to give you CWAP certification. And I just jumped at my seat and raising my fist in air. I got a message from Proctor saying to destroy the rough paper what I had been using and show that in camera that it is destroyed. I did so, and someone from my family got to know that there is a noise from this room, and they pipped that I was like in my full celebration. I have cleared my examination, and that time only I thought that definitely I will share this experience because I struggled a lot, like searching here and there in YouTube, that someone should share the experience of how this examination is. So I thought that I will definitely share this with all you aspirants. And I think same day night I got my results. I got higher proficiency in 3 Ks, and I got comparable in another 3 Ks. So they don't share any score, and this is just the rate, uh, rating what they give you, and it is like relative to the previous performances done by other candidates. So that's all. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope that it is going to help you in some way. If yes, please like my video so that I am acknowledged for the same. You can write me for any further questions which you may have. Thank you.